Guys, John Floyd with Copley Advertising. Today we're going to talk about freedom. Freedom. What is freedom? Well, freedom for some is having like hundreds of millions of dollars and living in a gigantic beach house over the cliff and, putting your feet up and looking out the window all day. That's freedom. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's because you're not really free. You got to pay for the house and everything. No. So, okay, here's my freedom, all right? This is what I always wanted to do. I got fired about 2.5 years ago, general manager of an ad agency. Best day of my life. So, then I started Copley Advertising, which is a mobile marketing agency, and now we are specialized in recruitment marketing. And, it's been hard. Many hours. Many days, many hours. But you know what? After a while, I got some clients in and made a little money. I'm not just trying to pay the bills. Trying. Not saying trying. So anyway, so I set my own hours and I get up and go to the gym, come home about 8:30, and work till around 8:30 with a dinner break. Then try to do a little more, and then get up and do it again. So that's, people say, oh, but it's my freedom, because if I don't want to sit at the desk, I'll go get a cup of coffee or something. But the thing is, my mental head is clear, right? I don't have to deal with the guy coming in my office talking about Game of Thrones for an hour, right? I don't have to deal with the narcissism of my ridiculous bosses. I don't have to deal with all that crap of dealing with whatever, and then not really crushing my soul, and anything I did financially went back to the company, and you felt trapped. I mean, it would have been very hard for me to quit. I had a kid in college, and I had a son working, and financially it was devastating when I got quit. Devastating. It's like, oh shit. So it's really hard to take that dive by yourself. So it did me a big favor. It really helped. So then I came up and I wanted to do something, and I started. Didn't know anything. Nothing. Mobile marketing. Knew nothing. Very little. So learned and talked to people, and made calls, and got clients, and learned with them, and had a lot of successes and some failures, and more successes and failures, and moving up the ladder. But that I'm free. I'm free in the sense that I don't have to deal with 90% of the bullshit people have to deal with, right? I worry about money and the bills, but I go to the gym at 6:30. I usually take the T home. That's a Subway in Boston. So and then I start working, and then, I'm all by myself, usually at home, and I'm working, and, that's it. Everything, is on me, which is, petrifying some days, but it's also, very rewarding, because, I don't, have that toxic interaction, because, I'm, the way I've set up this company is that it's remote workers. So I have 7 remote workers. All of them, I think, are W-9s. Yeah, I think all of them are consultants. So, but some of them put a lot of hours in. But, I use Upworks as a platform, which has been a really good platform for me. And, it really works out. I got people in Bangladesh, and the Philippines, and India, and Poland, and United States, and Canada, and all kinds of places. Nigeria. And they all do a good job. I had to fire a couple people, but most people do a good job. So it's like, it works for everybody. And now, they're free to do their job, right? And be the best they could be. And I tell them I'm not going to supervise them. I'm like, I'm not here to supervise you, okay? Friday, you send me the stuff. If it's great, that's great. If not, then we'll have to talk about it, and then hopefully we could fix it. Or, can't pay you any more money because I don't have a lot of money. So, I don't think I'll ever get an offer. I may get a little WeWork or something, but there's far too much talent out there. So I mean, I have to see. This is the reason I say this is freedom. Is that when people open up an office in Omaha, Nebraska, big corporation, they're stuck with the talent in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, listen, the dear people of Omaha, Nebraska. I'm not saying you're not talented, but you are. But the danger of getting talent from one pool is that it causes singular thinking. And that causes, a problem. So, I'd rather hire very, very good people who could work on their own and come up with their own ideas. I'm very proponent of giving them the freedom to think and creative. I just got off the phone with my marketing agency, and I reiterated to them that, because they're new, so I have to kind of push them in this direction. So I reiterated with them is that I want them to do things and fail and bill me. Why? Because the more they learn, right, the better off I'm going to be in the long run. And it's just the long game, right? I might be old, but I'm still playing the long game. I still got a good 20 in me. And so, I'm not playing the short game, right? I'm playing the long game, ladies and gentlemen. And it's like, that's freedom too, because I'm not going to sit here and scrub for peanuts right now. I'm not. I'd rather go work at Whole Foods for a little while, get some cash in the house. That's what I have to do, because this is the game. It's a long-term game. Right? And it's like, you got to be the guy who's like, I'm the guy who's like sitting at a conference and the guy says something, and they ask me, I'm going to go, that's bullshit. Well, you asked me. I wasn't going to volunteer it. But you did ask me. So anyway, I mean, that's freedom. I don't have to worry about, that, it's going to get back to my boss and I'm going to come home at night and take Tums because, my boss was in a bad mood because, his car got dinged. So whatever, this is it. So, Tim Ferriss, who I despise, wrote a book about living on whatever, $4 a day and moved to Thailand to do some stuff because the cost of living is down. That's right. Well, buy all the things, right? And I think people in their 20s and 30s are getting smart about this, right? Don't buy all the things. 30 to 40 is a thing. 10 years, you just buy things. Right? There's things upon things. And then when the baby comes, forget it. That's a whole nother wing of things. Then people buy things for you and you have to pile up and pile up. So, anyway, freedom. Don't underestimate freedom. Freedom's better than a Porsche. Freedom's better than a beach house. Freedom's better than, the country club membership, okay? Freedom's better, right? Freedom, right? To be able to think the way you want to think, do what you want to do. It gets a little weird in the beginning, but once you get used to it, you'll never go back. John Pillane, Copley Advertising, give me 1 month. 1 month of my mobile marketing campaign, and I'll fix it.